Hello there, hello there, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. I love it. Thank you for being with me. Oh my God, what a day, what a day, what a day. It's the Trump dump has started. The stock market went down to the critical 200-day moving average. And technicians follow that stuff, and when it hit there, the buying came, and that was firemen to the rescue of Wall Street. But the damage has been done, and let me tell you something very, very different going on here, and that's what I want to talk to you about. All of a sudden, the market's taken notice that, there might be a big, ugly aw shit coming with Donald Trump. I can tell you for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been feeling like something big's about to happen to my bones. In fact, when I was talking to him, he was lining up the show. He does our engineering for us on this, of course. And I said, he said it's kind of like you got to take a shit and, you just kind of, it's like just building up inside. And I said, I said, that's a great example. I'm going to tell the people on the show tonight that you told me to describe it that way. So therefore, if you're insulted, Neil's the one who said that it feels like taking a big, you got to take a big shit and, it's just building and building and building. That's how I feel inside. It's like there's something really big, and I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's a stock market event. I just feel like something really big's about to happen, and I've been feeling that way. The stock market now and what's going on with the economics of the things, as you know, since we started that 180-day countdown of the wipeout, and then we got the 1,000-point drop days, feels ugly. And let me tell you something else. Bitcoin is finally acting right. Market down, Bitcoin up, and Bitcoin now at 9,600. I've been begging you to buy Bitcoin. And I don't want to talk about 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and maybe 10,000. So if you just gotten in there, shit. Yeah, of course you can take a risk. That's what we're doing. See, this is called balls to the wall speculating, okay? By the way, the GBTC guys crossed over 15 looking nice. Of course, I'm not going to take its high relief until we hit 20. But listen, something has changed in the feel for the market, okay? This is a feeling kind of as much as you're kind of like a blind man in a room, looking for the door to the bathroom, and you can't wait much longer. So, you kind of, there's that kind of feeling I have as I watch the markets. I mean, I saw that gold went down to its lows and bounced off, silver bounced off, but these are dead cat bounces. They won't last. But even the gold and silver feel like they're eerie. The stock market, well, we're down below my trend line in the S&P 500, and that is a warning sign. We've crossed over. Many of my indicators have now crossed over, and that indicates, I'm just telling you, I want to be in the record. Please have your ducks in a row. I feel like something big's going to happen. Like I said, I can't put my hand on it right now. It's like I'm feeling around, like in the dark, you just know there's something there, but it's too far away and you can't reach it. But I know it's big, and I know it's bad, and I know it's ugly, if that helps you. And I want you guys to, play get your ducks in a row, protect your money. No, we don't have to go get the crunchy granola and go down the bomb shelter and, turn off the lights and pretend like we're not there, All right, close the vault door, honey. Set the time lock for 2040. It's not that kind of thing, but there's something really not right, and something big going to happen. I don't know what it is, but I just feel that. And the markets are trading differently. I don't know if you've noticed that, if you're watching the markets. If you've got our new software, we got all these chart patterns and all these complicated studies, you can see that there's a desired negative mood to the market, okay? And the stock market was down all day today. It hit, like I said, it hit those 200-day trend lines and broke through them. At the very end of the day, they came back and brought it up. But that, that doesn't fool anybody. Once you break those, by the way, those 200-day moving average lines, it was like the 100. When we broke the 100, the market had to rally, remember? And then we finally went, forget that shit, and down again they went. Well, that's how this feels to me. The Donald Trump stuff. I mean, come on, let's face facts. I paid him, but it was the theater, the assert, and it wasn't really that. It was a retainer. Nobody buys that bullshit. In fact, Napolitano, who's normally an apologist, said it was total bullshit. I found that interesting. Interest rates are backing up. Guys, we are headed for a recession. In the name of God, please protect yourself and your wealth. Why get wiped out? The dollar's acting strong. The carry trade that's where they buy U.S. government securities on the basis of a swap with their currencies in the similar government bonds with similar yield and duration. Hang on. So I feel like I got to take a great big dump and just the pressure's building. I don't like what I'm seeing. We're getting our reports and they're starting to show their warning signs. We got the unemployment report tomorrow. That's kind of a no-brainer. They got the IMS. Everybody's paying attention to the IMS, indexes, and they're designed so they never go negative. They're always above 50%, but they're sending a warning sign. We'll see the unemployment report tomorrow. That's one easy to doctor. We had Elon Musk that was doing a Junebug Eddie tapped in like, what, are you a day trader? You want to know when I can make profits? Why ask me that? I remember when Enron did that at Houston, okay? Very similar move before it was like, uh-oh, well, we know now what happened. It's an, oh, shit, it's a Martha Stewart moment, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm telling you that I feel this ugly feeling here. The markets are trading differently. Haven't traded like this for a decade, my friends. And I'm a creature of the market, as you know. I'm telling you, they may say bullshit on TV and do all those interview shows, but I'm telling you that people are not happy with what they're seeing. And a lot of guys are quietly saying that, where Trump was at worst a class clown, and he always a blowhard, that's how he acts. That is no longer the feeling out here, okay? A lot of people I'm talking to are going, I know you've been busting his balls for a long time, and, but by God, you may be right. There may be something really wrong here. The prosecutor's on his ass. Donald Trump is really worried. He brought the Giuliani in there. I don't think it's the smartest move, by the way. He's bought. You can imagine. Hello, Bill, Hillary. It wasn't any of that lawyer you used for your impeachment. I was wondering if you could tell him I'd like to talk to him. You hired the man and the woman you hate most in the world's attorney from his impeachment for your impeachment. Oh, that has got to hurt. I mean, that's got to be a stormy motive if there ever was one. Get out that magazine, honey. I need a beating again. I deserve it. So Donald Trump is obviously under a lot of pressure. And it's affecting his decision process. And, they're basically packing the triage. Okay, let's see. Well, tell him you did pay it, and it was either retainer, because if you didn't pay it, it's an out-and-out, bold-ass lie. And then we'll say you didn't know what you were paying for, but you paid for it because you're just such a nice guy. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump can tell you where his first nickel got lost in the bubblegum machine that he probably smashed because he got pissed off at it. This is not a guy that doesn't know what his money's going for. Okay, he treats his people like shit, by the way, including this guy. That's why, I'm going to repeat this again. You got a Jewish attorney by the name of Cohen. You insult him at the bar mitzvah. You have him in Washington and you leave him like sucking hind tit in the outside, and he thought he was in the big time with you. Okay, Cohen takes that shit very seriously. But you want to hear the coup de grace? While him and Cohen are scheming about what lie they're going to tell, before Cohen's indicted, when they were sure that there was sanctimonious, no one would dare with the attorney-client privilege, they tapped Cohen's phone and calls to the secret phone of the President of the United States of America. I want that stereotape. That's going to... You know what? We could start like a Donald Trump library. Well, here's the Stormy video. And the Russian one, oh, Donald. Here's the hurricane. Oh. In fact, I was talking to a friend of mine. I go, that's kind of like high school or college frat kind of stuff for that crazy guy that nobody wants to hang around with, that does that shit. It's a... And this guy's the president. Every time I see him, I just think about that scene in Moscow. I can't help myself. You ever had a crazy friend when you were growing up? Just like, oh, Donald. It's beyond drinking the fish out of the fishbowl, you know what I'm saying? All right, Donald, Bite the chicken's head off. You're cool. Oh, man. I love this guy. I mean, how do we get so lucky that we have such a cool president of the United States? I mean, you got to admit he's a player, right? Now, I'm sure he's going to get impeached, don't get me wrong, but, you know, we can have fun between now and then, but the markets are taking notice. Today's downward move was only about a response, and of course I'm not going to say that to you, that people are looking at their positions, looking at this Trump situation and getting very concerned. Now, Wall Street did put out the telegraph, okay, guys, let's all, the manipulation, let's all buy in the close here. What are you buying? This is what I'm buying. Here's what I'm buying. Everybody look at your deck and who's going to bail us out and do what. And that was firemen to the rescue. But those kind of moves don't last in this market, you know. They are normally not trend reversals. That's not what we saw. This bear market that we're in is intact, and it's getting uglier. And really, they just bought a few shares of stock like Boeing and Cisco. You know, the normal ones, Merck and Visa. You know, the ones you got to buy to get the market up. They did that. They went ahead and did pinpoint on very low volume. Volume was running huge on the way down, by the way, and on the reversal, a lot of concentration in the ones that gave them the most bang for their bucks. And you can tell it's very much coordinated. And I'm warning you that this is an ugly market that looks like it has another date of with destiny. You know, you had huge down in some shocks, you know, and they're playing the game here. This is very selective buying, you know, like D.R. Horton, which would be one that you wouldn't expect. But, you know, we got a lot of Discovery Financial Services. Discovery Inc. was down 3%. EGT Corporation got hit. Equifax. Yeah, some of the Expedia. Some of the darlings here look Express Scripts. And, you know, they're trying to, like I said, it was like a pinpoint buying to try to get a rally going. Very scientifically done. You know, this is showing me, this is FFC Corporation was up 4 points. Gap, the big retailer, down 2.6. That's going to give you some General Mills down over 3%. Yeah, I'm just, you know, you're sitting there and you're going, okay, who knows what I don't know, and who is worried, okay? And they're worried. So this was a rally back. Kellogg's Corporation, by the way, was up 2.65%. A lot of buying in that one. Kroger was down 2.77. Marathon Oil was up, hit high in Marathon Petroleum. Martin Marietta was up. You know, the Mattel was down hard. McKesson was down hard. So it's a very mixed market that's warning you that there's ugliness just beneath the surface, okay? And very, very News Corp was up, by the way, 2.21. Sky, my ass. Northrop Grumman was up. Nucor was up. Pacific Gas and Electric down hard, 3.2. So, you know, it's one of these mixed markets that, like I said, pinpointing, borrowing. Qualcomm was up, yeah. So, a lot of games being played here. I'm sensing very much a change in the market, very much a change in rotation in leadership. A lot of concerns. Under Armour got hit hard, down 5.3% of the Class A shares. Oh, Class C's came to the party, huh? You might as well wipe out everybody. We see the equal opportunity piece of shit wipe out. Xerox down 3.64. Yeah. Nice us. Oh, mommy, please. We're getting ready to have so much fun. Like I said, something big's coming. I can feel it in my bones. Something real big, guys. It's going to be earth-shaking. So prepare yourselves. These are the times of uncertainty that markets do not like. This tax plan was, you know, blown as a big deal. It's not. The economy is not recovering. Donald Trump was going to do all these miracles with the trade thing. He got no cookie on that. He really screwed up the trade deals bad. Don't get me wrong. He's going to get his a plastic explosive Nobel Peace Prize, and you know, stupid money will fall for that. But I'm going to tell you that, people don't understand. Kim Jong-un is not giving up his nukes. Neither is Iran. And Russia's there, choreographing a lot of things in the Middle East, a very dangerous situation. And Donald Trump's being outclassed in the trade situation. The Chinese know how to do this dance with him very well. Europeans are playing him. Mexicans, he's going to drive a socialist government in there. And that is not going to be in the best interest of America in the coming elections. And that's my word I got is that there are going to be May polls in every Mexican city by the time these guys get done. So it looks very ugly, and maybe some people have decided maybe it's time to cash in their Trump card. Get the Trump card, get it, cash in? Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I couldn't help that one. So that could play in this thing very well. He is, by the way, very reliable and very consistently we're hearing that Donald Trump is really blowing a gasket. He wasn't a well man to begin with. I think there's some brain damage in there. Probably oxygen deprivation, couldn't hold his breath long enough, in the rainstorm. So anyway, things are looking up. No swallowing, Donald. I'm sorry. It's like, I guess, there's got to be somebody's got to have a job like that. It should be him. I understand his wife and he's extremely pissed because this, look at it from her standpoint. This thing just won't go away. I mean, I think we should invite Stormy to some White House function and say, "That's okay. I'll handle this for you." It's ugly. Oh, I know he's catching hell. She was very pissed off at the beginning of this thing, and Cohen came and apologized to her and took the blame for this thing. Well, this was nothing. No, it's not true. I just did it to keep it out of the press. And she's going, I'm not buying that shit anymore, So it's like, a lot of heat. You might notice, where is she? By the way, can anybody tell me Trump Jr.? Junior, where the hell are you? Trump Jr.'s not around. And Jared, brother and son-in-law from hell, he's not there. Something fishy's here. I'm telling you, you got the Giuliani back. Giuliani's, he's up in age, and they tell me he's slowed down a lot, and people are questioning a lot of his decisions. So that's just laying on this thing. And corporate execs like Elon Musk are obviously under a lot of pressure. I have little birds telling me that the money's starting to dry up on Wall Street fast, and people are getting real worried about that. So you need to pay attention. That's a sign of more pain to come. Wall Street let's me tell you about Wall Street. Forget valuations, PE, all the bullshit, corporate expansions, runs on money. When there's lots of money, you get a nice rally. When the money dries up, the market crashes. Very, very simple. The party's over, the money's drying up, the market's going to crash. And because of the biggest bubble ever, it's going to be the biggest crash ever. Yeah, you can do the same thing with your construction guys with those cranes that are the pagan symbols all over major cities in America. That's a sign that God is mad. And those projects do not have an economic viability to them. They don't have occupancy. They don't have any economic sense in this marketplace. Don't let them kid you. Although the blow-and-go people tell you, oh, my God, it's a boom, ho, shit, hey, ho, hi, ho. It's not. This is the last hurrah. This is the final party. And this is going to end up very ugly. And now, by the way, I'm going to say this to you, whether you agree with it or not, and whether you feel like that's the goddamn deep state, by God. Well, okay. Whoever the hell it is, let's put it this way. If there's a deep state conspiracy and Hillary's doing this shit, oh, my God. She's sure pulling off a big one because this guy's coming down. President's attorney, his phone tapped. Wow, he's talking to the President of the United States? Holy shit. You know they had a paperwork to get that warrant done. And it was probably stereo, by the way. Did they use surround sound? Was federal? I guess so, yeah. Ooh. Yep. That's like you're a drug dealer driving around with your car full of shit, and there's this helicopter kind of like behind you, you know something bad's going to really happen. You know? Oh, Donald. Oh, Donald. Donald, what did you say on the phone? Oh. Donald's not, you know, like in the Twitch, you know, he doesn't hold his words. I'm told that in a lot of conversations with people he trusts, he really says things he shouldn't say. Let's put it to you that way. And I got a feeling that tape's going to be mighty interesting listening to. Yeah. I'm telling you, something big's going to happen. This has gone too far, too long. This prosecutor is extremely aggressive. He's getting warrants. By the way, he's getting warrants that, should we say, in past times would not have been possible. So, from Republicans. It's like, Donald, come here. Listen, you had a great run. You got your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You became the President of the United States. That's good. After you get the Peace Prize, Donald, have your doctor write a note and excuse you, okay, and go home. Go back to the golf course, cut a deal, say, okay, I'm going to resign because I'm feeling sick. I can't take the pressure, and we don't prosecute my kids and my son-in-law from hell, and, you know, cut a deal for all my old buddies and let this thing go and save America. The pain of the revelations of what really went on. And I can tell you that a lot of people are talking that way, saying, you know, let's just end this. You know, just kind of fold it up. Donald Trump's not feeling well, can't continue on. The oldest president we've ever had. The brain's cracking up there. Just let him go peaceable like, okay? End the investigation, do a little whitewash. You know, no need to pardon everybody. Nobody's going to bring charges. And we'll say it was a nice experiment, but no more highly leveraged real estate guys in office, okay? Yeah. It was the art of the deal, but it's done. Yeah, I know, done deal. I feel something big's going to happen. Pressures are immense. Players that I know, big players, are pulling in their horns. Of course, they're not publicizing with brass bands. The market's trading patterns, those of you who watch the trades and that understand what I'm saying, have changed dramatically. And this is going to be pretty much the final curtain. And I'm expecting an enormous stock market wipeout of epic proportions, an economic depression that is going to be the ugliest one you've ever seen. You have been warned. And just these events you saw with the Giuliani coming in and, oh, yeah, maybe I did write a check for that, come to think of it, but I know what the money's for. You know, the most ridiculous excuse ever. They're tapping phones, documents. Remember, listen to me. The last thing you want when you're Donald Trump is, like I told you before, a federal prosecutor called up your ass with a stethoscope, and now he's got boxes of your material, and he's got your mouthpiece down there, and he's tapped your phone, he got your comments. This is the shit that destroys people. This is the stuff that ends a run. This is the stuff that makes historical moments, and we're headed for such. See, he's doing these trade wars, you know, to make blow and go, you know, including the little caravan people. The Nobel Peace Prize is mainly the thing he thinks that will buy him. See, a lot of people think, well, this can't be so bad. I mean, he denuked Kim Jong nunchucks. People believe that shit, okay? And he's ready to play that card. And, of course, intelligent people don't believe that shit. But people who are not like the most switched on are starting to fall for this. So I see Donald Trump coming unglued. I see him coming down. I see something big happening. Now, maybe not him. Markets, trades, there's a lot of very ugly things that are building momentum there. A lot of very ugly things. And none of them good for America. And so when you see those kind of things start building, that's when you start wondering, where's the other shoe to drop? This whole situation this past week with, oh my God, Donald Trump and all the shit that went on there. Unprecedented events, I'm telling you. This guy is very, very close to a date with destiny. And he's very, very close to a changing moment. He's going to challenge the prosecutor He's going to have to do something. Are they going to subpoena him to testify? You know, all that. The ante in the game's gotten a lot higher. And the other thing is that it's now personal. See, that's the other thing with these prosecutor guys. This has become very personal. It's a matter of pride and honor for them, something Donald Trump would not understand. And that's why something big's about to happen. You have been warned. You have been warned. You have been warned. The stock market looks ugly. Interest rates are going higher. The signs of any kind of growth in the economy is leaving us. Consumers tapped out. You've got the makings of the biggest recession wipeout I've ever seen, my friends, and you have been warned again.